Hi Gina.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. So it's been a week since we last met. How have you been doing?
I've been alright. I've been struggling a little bit, but I find that it's getting much easier. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And what about the support group? Have you been going to see the It's Not About Food group still?
I have been going to it. I think that it's incredible actually. It's something that's really kept me positive and kept this situation a lot easier for me. I've learned so much and I think it's been very helpful.
Okay, so you feel supported when you go to this group?
I do.
Good. That's good to hear.
I've met so many people there that have shared similar issues and difficulties in their life that I just find that it's so much more helpful to connect with these people.
Great. That's fantastic. So let's talk about your struggles as of right now. Like, how are you feeling on a day-to-day basis? What do you struggle most with?
I think that I struggle most with when I get up and look at myself in the mirror. I still am not completely comfortable with who I am. I feel like I might have to work a lot on my self-esteem and just knowing that it's okay to kind of look like a certain weight even though I'm not internally comfortable with that.
Okay.
I think that's my biggest struggle so far.
Okay, so you're struggling with your self-image and your confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
And just dealing with being in that healthy range of weight. You find it hard because, like, in your head you want to be that very, very thin person.
Yeah, and especially like when I look at supermodels or, you know, if I'm watching TV, like there's just an image that I wish that I could look like that.
Yes.
And then when I'm told, no, that's not okay, you should be healthier, you should eat more food, things like that, I just find that it's kind of difficult for me because I do have that image in my head of what I want to look like.
Yeah, so do you kind of desire to look like those girls that you see?
I really do. I think that it's been an ongoing struggle for me. I think that I've wanted it for a long time, and I do know that at certain points in my life I've actually like thought that I looked like that. But then when I look at myself in the mirror, I still, even when I was a lot thinner, I still wasn't happy with who I was.
Well, listen here, you're a beautiful girl.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So let's strategize together and let's come up with some goals that we could think about that you could possibly reach within the next time frame that I meet you. So let's brainstorm together. So what are some things that you think that are realistic and that are maintainable within the next meeting that me and you will have?
Well, I think maybe, to be honest, it might even be a good idea to stop looking at, magazines and to stop watching those television shows that kind of encourage people to look a certain way.
Yeah.
I think just that in itself, not seeing it and not comparing myself with those type of people would be really beneficial for me.
Okay. And what about maybe doing an activity where you take a Bristol board or some sort of cardboard and you find inspirational quotes from magazines and you turn that into a positive situation where you don't look at magazines and look for those thin ladies and thin girls and those diet pills and stuff. You look at inspirational words and things that make you happy other than things that are to do with weight and food. How's that?
That actually sounds like a really good idea. I've never heard of anybody doing that, but I think that it would be beneficial to focus on something else, something positive.
Yeah, and if you see something on a television show rather than focusing on the weight and stuff, maybe you see a quote that you really like and you're like, oh, that really is relevant to myself. You could write that down on there and you could show me next time we meet.
That would be awesome, yeah. I think that would be really beneficial.
Yeah. What about maybe talking about that with your group, that It's Not About Food group? Maybe you could present that to them as well and you guys could do it as a group.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, working together.
I guess I'm not sure if I have many ideas of how to better myself in the situation, but if I even ask the group members if they have any ideas because they are dealing with the same type of struggles as I am, it might be actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. that's fantastic. Is there anything else that we can think of?
Let me see.
Maybe,
Not really sure.
maybe put away the scale. How's that for, do you weigh
Never
yourself?
thought of that.
Yeah, we could put away the scale. The number on the scale does not matter, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't measure your inner beauty. It doesn't measure your intelligence. It doesn't. It just shows your mass, like the amount that you weigh, and that does not matter about the person you are. So we can put away the scale, and I'll ask you how you have been dealing with that at our next meeting. Does that sound okay? Are you able to do that?
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess another thing that I have been thinking about is if I get together with a dietitian, I know that there are some foods that are actually like healthy for you and you can eat quite a bit of it without gaining weight, and I know that the situation is, you know, to try to become a healthy weight again, but if I could eat some healthy foods, then maybe it would be a little bit more easy for me
Exactly.
to get my weight up.
Slow steps, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For you to just jump onto the bandwagon for junk food and stuff like that, and Pop-Tarts, like, that's uncomfortable for you, right?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that.
No, it's a slow process, and actually doing that could hurt your body and hurt your, it could definitely hurt your self-esteem as well because you're not comfortable with it. So I feel like progressing into that more of a healthy lifestyle is probably the most beneficial thing for you.
And even one of the girls that that are in the support group, they said that they have a very large support system, and her family was encouraging her to, you know, eat a lot more food to gain weight, and she has gained a lot of weight, but when she was talking to me, like, she feels like she's gained too much too fast, and so she's not comfortable with the way that her body looks, so she kind of wants to resort back to, you know, what she was doing before, and I definitely don't want to get in that kind of situation.
Exactly. I'm going to give you the dietitian at UNB, her number, and you guys can set up a meeting, and next week we can meet and I'll ask you how that went, and maybe you can bring me the plan that she had given you just so we can go over it and see if you're comfortable with it.
That sounds awesome. I can definitely do that.
Okay, so we came up with some goals for next week, and we talked about how you've been doing. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about today?
Not that I can think of. No, I think that I've been doing better, and I'm really thankful for the time that you've taken to talk to me because I feel like it's really benefited me.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.